From Cleveland, it is Week 5 against Raiders. Let the highlights roll. The full weekly recap starts right now. This is SportsCenter. Welcome to your Cleveland Browns game recap. This week, the Browns fought hard on the road but came up just short against the Las Vegas Raiders in a thrilling 31-28 finish. The Game magazine puts this week's Browns star on the cover, with the matchup, the numbers, and the cleats behind the performance. Your Week 5 issue is here. Let's get to the game. Despite a tough loss, rookie quarterback Tyson Driscoll dazzled with 346 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, continuing to assert himself in the Browns' offense. Wide receiver Hugh McKey was a major threat, hauling in 6 catches for 105 yards and a touchdown, showing explosive playmaking ability. Defensively, JT Tuimoloau was a disruptive force with a sack and multiple tackles, keeping the Browns in the fight until the final whistle. The Browns' offense showed great balance, but just couldn't close it out in a high-scoring shootout on the road. Tyson, you had a big passing day with 346 yards and 3 touchdowns, but it wasn't enough for the win. What do you think contributed to the close score against the Raiders?
Hey Angie, we fought hard, but we couldn't finish. We left some plays on the field, and defensively, we need to tighten up. Every game's a learning experience, and we'll bounce back stronger.
Looking ahead, you've got the next opponent coming up. What's your focus heading into that matchup?
Yeah, Angie, we need to build on our offensive rhythm and improve our execution. Every week is a new challenge, and I'm confident we'll come out ready to compete.
Jenny here with your Week 5 MVP race countdown from 5 to 1. At number 5, Chauncey Weber for the Los Angeles Chargers, 1,233 yards and 7 touchdowns. At number 4, Marquise Burley for the Atlanta Falcons, 1,332 yards and 12 touchdowns. At number 3, Colin Holiday for the Seattle Seahawks, 1,250 yards and 12 touchdowns. At number 2, Tyson Driscoll for the Cleveland Browns, 1,253 yards and 14 touchdowns. And at number 1, Jackson Dart for the New York Giants, 1,536 yards, 14 touchdowns, 1 picks, 307.2 a game. Your leader right now is Jackson Dart for the New York Giants. That is your Week 5 MVP race countdown. I'm Jenny. The Browns didn't lose this 31-28 shootout because Tyson Driscoll or Hugh McKey came up small. They lost because they never seized control of a game their stars kept handing them chances to win.
No, Jenny, when your quarterback throws for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns and your top wideout posts 105 and a score, that's not a control problem, that's your defense and situational coaching getting edged by a sharper Raiders sideline.
If it's just about getting edged, Angela, then explain how a team with that kind of explosive production still looked disjointed in key moments and let the entire game texture be dictated by Las Vegas.
They looked disjointed because the Raiders kept answering every punch, and in a 31-28 game that tight, it's less about some vague lack of control and more about Cleveland failing to make 1 or 2 concrete stops when it mattered most. Coach, Tyson Driscoll delivered. Tyson Driscoll, 15-26, 346 yards, 3 touchdown in Browns 28, Raiders 31. Show us how field position created that production.
Tyson Driscoll read the leverage before the snap. We changed the formation, forced the defense to declare, and used field position to put him in the matchup the game film supported.
Hugh McKey added. Hugh McKey, 6 receptions, 105 yards, 1 touchdown. What specifically changes for the next game against the next opponent?
Against the next opponent, special teams decisions is the counter. We will protect the favorable matchup, disguise the first tendency, and make our next call from their personnel. Not repeat last week's answer.
Now to Browns News Central. The Browns continue to manage some sideline evaluations from the recent game, but no official injury updates have been released. On the roster front, Cleveland said goodbye to Reed McMullen and Russ Hamels, while adding safety Kyle Falk. Cornerback Kamal Wilson was also released this week. Rookie quarterback Tyson Driscoll continues to gain valuable experience, and Donald Justice has returned off the injury report, adding depth to the defensive unit. Coming up on the Ian RAPOPORT report, the roster decisions, injury movement, and matchup pressure shaping Cleveland's next game against the next opponent.
How do your 3 tackles this week impact your value on the field for Cleveland?
Marcus, I think my performance shows I can still make big plays when it counts.
With your contract in the final year, what are your thoughts on the future here?
I'm focused on helping the team win, but I'm also excited about what lies ahead.
Around the AFC North, Cleveland stands at 3 wins and 2 losses, holding second place in the AFC North with the Baltimore Ravens just ahead. The Bengals and Steelers trail at 2 and 3, so the divisional race remains tightly contested as we approach the mid-season stretch. Now to the tape. Top plays from this week include a clutch sack by JT Tuimoloau, a powerful rushing touchdown by an explosive Browns ball carrier, and a spectacular reception in the end zone by wide receiver Jay Punter. Weston. These moments highlighted the Browns' fight and flashed the talent they bring every week. Next week, the Browns host the Cincinnati Bengals in a key AFC North showdown. Watch for rookie Tyson Driscoll to build on his hot streak against a Bengals secondary ranked among the league's best in pass defense. Injury status updates will be critical as Cleveland looks to hold their divisional ground, while the Bengals bring a strong running game led by Hugh Ford that the Browns' defense must contain. Looking ahead, the Browns get Cincinnati Bengals next. Cincinnati Bengals comes in ranked 24 in the current power picture with a 2-3-0 record. The scouting board shows them at 29 in total offense, 19 in total defense, pass offense 32, rush offense 17, pass defense 4, rush defense 32. On the rating side they check in at 87 overall. What to watch for? Hugh Ford on the ground with 270 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Jason Carnahan anchoring the defense as a defensive tackle at 91 overall. That is the assignment heading into kickoff, and those are the names Cleveland has to answer. Cleveland had the fight, but Jenny's right to demand the finish. Marcus gave you the facts, and Scott sees the bigger picture. I'm still proud of this Browns group, and I'm always backing Shedeur Sanders. Next show, next game, let's see the response.